Honorable Minister, Jan, Jacqueline, friends, colleagues, all of you who have gathered here. Let me begin by welcoming the Honorable Minister and her delegation into our midst. Madam, all of us here, including we in the embassy, are delighted that you are here. You come in quick succession to the very successful visit of our Prime Minister to this country. You come bearing news of an extraordinary event that is being organized in Delhi in November, for which we think we would like to see a large participation by Dutch business and Dutch government. The government this morning assured the Minister that they would come in strength, and we look forward to Rabo Bank and all other partners here to bring as many Dutch companies as possible to India. But beyond that, ma'am, I think it's very special that you are here, because this sector truly represents one area which has the maximum potential for further cooperation between India and Netherlands. This is a sector which can take this relationship to new heights. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Minister, but let me say that she already has a very formidable reputation in our country for her dynamism and efficiency. We have seen how within a short period of time she has become a walking encyclopedia on the food processing industry in our country. And I think Jan mentioned what is a very common language when we talk about food processing, the farm to fork linkage. The Minister, by virtue of the fact that she comes from Punjab, India's most successful state in terms of agriculture, the home to green revolution, 2% of the population which feeds 40% of the country. She represents that farm to fork linkage extraordinarily well. She knows agriculture very well. She comes from a family which has dedicated their lives to public service in the state of Punjab as well as the country. And today, as head of the Ministry of Food Processing, she is fully knowledgeable about the opportunities that exist, and she's leading with great energy and passion a huge transformation which is happening in our country. Jan, who was there for the Prime Minister's meeting with the CEOs roundtable, we also have Theo of Tata Steel who was there. Both of them would know that I think the Prime Minister mentioned 3 times the World Food Fair India when he was talking to CEOs from Netherlands. We truly think that this World Food Fair India is an opportunity for all Dutch companies to come to India. And let me say, when I talk about Netherlands, Netherlands is a very special country to India for several reasons. Number one, there was a Dutch representative in Delhi even before India became independent. Netherlands was one of 3 countries, along with US and UK, which had ambassadors present in Delhi on August 15, 1947, when India became independent. So along with 70 years of independence, we are celebrating 70 years of India-Netherlands diplomatic relations this year. But beyond that, we in India are not just friends of the people of Netherlands, but we are true fans of the people of Netherlands. We admire what you have achieved in this country and what you are doing. We are aware that for as long as people have existed in these areas, you have been fighting a battle with water, and you have been extraordinarily successful in, if not combating water, in managing water at least. The famous saying, Madam Minister, in Netherlands is, God made the world, the Dutch made Netherlands. Everything that we see around us has been created through man-made endeavors. But going beyond that, you have, in a tiny little area, you have created such extraordinary productivity in your agriculture. And where you have had hostile climate, which may not suit certain crops, you have invented glasshouse and you have invented a variety of agricultural techniques which have made you a world leader, both in terms of agriculture as well as food processing. And then you are today the 2nd largest exporter of agro products, and this success being built on a combination of creating world-class infrastructure, creating logistics, creating cold chains, and what you call the triple helix model, where you bring universities, you bring government, and you bring private business all together in one common endeavor. We think what you have done is extraordinary, is very special, but what we also very strongly believe is that you are a wonderful partner for India. Jan in his presentation said, while describing Rabo Bank's activities, he said we have all the major producing countries, and then we have the consuming countries, China and India. Jan, if you don't mind me correcting you, let me say India is a producer and a consumer in a huge number of products, and the minister will talk about it. India is either number one or number two, far bigger than most other countries. So India is both a producer and a huge consumer. India is 1.3 billion people growing at 7% plus growth. The IMF has estimated, I think, both this financial year and next financial year, that India will grow between 7.2 to 7.4% growth. So India presents a huge market and a huge production base. What we need, what we lack, is what is in between. The logistics, the infrastructure, the cold chain linkages, the ability to package, the ability to market. And this is exactly where Netherlands can come in and provide support to India. Netherlands is already a company, Netherlands has businesses and companies which are at the top of the world in many fields. But just imagine if Netherlands and India can join hands together with our production base, with our market, and with your skills, your investment, and your expertise. We will be world beaters. It will be a win-win relationship for both our countries, for companies from both countries, and for the people of both countries. So please take advantage of this extraordinary opportunity that the World Food India is, and come participate in large numbers, look at business opportunities in India. And to Rabo Bank, I would say, please expand your activities in India. Thank you so much.